Are you trapped with a 3, maybe even 2% interest rate and feel like you can't get out of your current home and need to upsize, maybe because you have a growing family, or you're just ready to have a smaller space because the kids are out of the house? Well, this video is for you because I have helped countless sellers in your same exact position get out of where they currently are into a home that makes more sense for their current life stage, and they've done it seamlessly. So stick around. I'm going to bring in my lender partner. We're going to break it all down for you and make it super attainable. So if you're in this situation, you don't have to feel stuck and hopeless anymore, because I'm on your side. So I am C-Bus Nathan Klein by my government name, and I am here with Lauren Walton. She is one of my preferred lenders with the Gerber Group, and we are super excited to talk to you about potentially right-sizing for you. So if you have a home currently and you're just feeling trapped with those golden handcuffs, as we like to call those really low rates, and you're like, I don't want to give that up, but this house isn't what I currently need, we're going to break everything down and talk about the various programs that we've used with past clients who have allowed them to get into that right home with like minimal stress at all. So, you know, and especially within this market is a little bit weird right now, but like the areas in Columbus that are hot, and making a contingent offer, so like you have to sell your home in order to buy, can be very difficult. And it's also very it's a lot of pieces to piece together. We do it, I've done it, and I can get my clients through it, but it's just a lot less stressful to maybe look at some of these programs that you have used and, you know, we've talked about, and, you know, starting off with anything from like bridge loans to HELOCs to recasting. We're going to hit all of those. So maybe let's just dive into your favorite product potentially, and then we can just kind of go from there.
So there are a lot of great options. And like Nathan said, we have so many clients that they have this really low interest rate, but they start to realize over time, that rate isn't making them entirely happy. You know, whether their house isn't big enough, it's too big, whether they want to be in a different school district, a different part of town, you know, even just simple thing as layout, right? So we have a lot of clients that are now really starting to like get off the sidelines and seeing what options are out there for them. So one option that we actually see, you know, a decent amount of clients doing is deciding to hold their current home as a rental. So, you know, maybe you're going to move on to that next house and you're going to take a higher interest rate, but you don't necessarily have to give up that 2 or 3% rate. You can hold that property and you can rent it. So we are seeing some clients explore that option, which is a really good one. That house will continue to appreciate, and, you know, most likely at that low of a rate, you probably can cash flow that property. The other one that I really love is the bridge loan. So what the bridge loan is it is a bridge to get your equity from your existing home to put down on your new home without having to sell until after you close on your new home. So this is very easy. We do our bridge loans in-house, and we can, you know, get them approved usually within about 24 hours, and then those funds would get sent right to title. So we will do like a bridge loan analysis as part of your pre-approval process to figure out how much we can give you from your equity for the bridge loan, and then also what the terms of that bridge loan would be. But this is a really great option. During the duration of time that you have the bridge loan, you don't make any payment on it. So the bridge loan just sits there, and once your house sells, you would just pay it off in full, and the interest that you accrue during that time would be added on to your bridge loan payoff. So this is a really great option. It's really stress-free. We don't need to do an appraisal on the home that you're exiting. And like I said, I think it's a really great option so that people don't have to worry about lining everything up, selling before, temporary housing. This really checks all of the boxes, and a lot of our clients have had great success with using the bridge loan.
Yeah, and we use that product often, especially with somebody who has bought, and especially if you bought within the past 5 or so years. The way that we've seen equity grow in the Columbus market, I know a lot of sellers are scared to step into that new monthly payment with a higher interest rate, and we totally get that. And you might want to watch our video that we did on first-time home buyers, because a lot of this could be applicable for you as well as a move-up, downsizer, right-sizer buyer. But making sure that you understand how much equity you have in your property, because that equity might be a lot more than what you think you have, and taking that and putting that towards your new mortgage. We've seen clients who, yes, their mortgage is increasing a little bit more than what it was initially, but we've seen clients get into that right home for them with not as big of a monthly mortgage jump as they thought.
Yeah, because when they bought their first house, they probably didn't have as much to put down, right? And now they have all that equity that they're able to roll in. So Nathan is definitely right. So I think the best thing you can do is to make sure that you're having a really, detailed and in-depth consultation with your lender to make sure that you understand the payments and where you feel comfortable, and we certainly will help you through that. The other really great option is a home equity line of credit. So if you are a current homeowner, you may already have one of these. A lot of people get them as kind of like a lifeline or in case of emergency type. And I think that's a really great idea. If you don't have one, I would say, it's worth exploring getting a home equity line of credit. The great thing about the home equity line of credit is that you don't have to draw on it immediately. So you can apply for it, you can, get approved and close on it, and it could just be there sitting, right? $50K available credit, 100, 150, whatever it is that you want or that you get approved for, but you don't make any payment on it until you start borrowing on it. And the nice thing is you can borrow on it, pay it down, borrow on it, pay it down. But that's a really great option for people that are looking to potentially sell. They can tap into that home equity line of credit and pull equity out to be able to utilize toward a new home purchase. And a lot of sellers, also use those to do home improvements before they may be willing, ready to move, whether that's, basement renovation, kitchen renovation, but they use their home equity line of credit for some like pre-selling, renovations they want to complete.
I mean, the kitchen behind us, we are in my house with the kitchen behind. We did on a HELOC.
Yep.
And, before I got into real estate, I never really understood what that was.
Yeah.
And it is so nice. It's just like basically a reserve of funds, and you can use it to make those updates or whatever.
Yes.
If you need to prep your home to sell, that could be a great way as well. And then again, once you sell, you have the proceeds from your home. You just pay that down, you pay your mortgage off, and then you have whatever's left over for straight equity for your next home. So that's a great option as well.
Absolutely. And then I would say another one that I see a lot of clients look into are 401k loans. So a lot of 401k providers will allow you to take X amount of dollars from the 401k, and if you pay it back within 6 months, there's no penalty or no tax implication. Now, if you do go beyond the 6 months, there is tax implications. So I would make sure that you check in with your 401k provider, because each provider can be different. And also, your CPA or your tax accountant that you may want to ask those questions to as well. But I do see a lot of clients utilize that. Typically there's no fees involved and you can get the money pretty quickly, but that's a really great option if you know you're going to be able to repay that money with your house selling within those 6 months too.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then the other point too, with a lot of these, whether it be a HELOC, a bridge loan, a 401k loan, when your house does go to sell, you're going to have the additional proceeds, right? And so most of my clients like to do what's called a recast. This is different from a refinance. Nothing actually changes on the term of your loan or the rate. All that's going to change is when you get your additional equity, when you close and your additional proceeds, you can apply that as a lump sum to your mortgage. Rate stays the same, term stays the same. The difference is your balance goes down, and in turn, your payments will be recalculated. So I have a lot of clients that, they may do the bridge loan, but we're not going to bridge them 100% of their equity. We want to leave a little cushion in case they end up selling for less than they anticipated. So once their house does sell, they may get that additional 10% of equity or 20% of equity. They want to apply it to their mortgage, and they want their payments to be recalculated accordingly. So we're able to do that. You can recast at any time and as many times as you want, but that's a really great option. It's easy, it's quick, and we can help you navigate that process too.
Yeah, so as you can tell, there are a ton of different options out there. So hopefully you don't feel as trapped in your current home or just feeling like you can't get out of it. And we have those options out there for you to take advantage of, get into that perfect place for just you. So Lauren, thank you again, but thank you for joining today. So hopefully you found some of those strategies with Lauren and I to be beneficial. If you are in a stage where you need to find a new home or you're looking to right size, make sure that you reach out. Let's have a one-on-one conversation. You can click the link below, book that consultation online, and we can customize a strategy specifically for you because everybody's situation is a little bit different. We want to make sure that we customize that exactly for what your needs are. And as always, my name is C-Bus Nathan or Nathan Klein, and I am here to show you all things Columbus, help you with the buying, selling, let you know the ins and outs of Columbus, and also highlight some nonprofits along the way. So if that's something that you're interested in and you want to follow along, I post videos every Friday. I would love to have you. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and I will see you next week.